Hello, good morning and welcome to a slightly different, very nice video. I'm very excited about this. We're going to go fabric shopping in Paris. We are currently staying close to the Montmartre and there is a concentration of fabric shops there. And I can sew as of last year, so as you can imagine, like a moth to a flame, I don't want to go buy things. However, to curb the ADHD impulse buying, I have made a list. Do you hear that? I made a list. I made a list. The list of fabrics that I'm going to look for specifically, hopefully I can find at least one or two of these. I'm looking for some like pink gingham, but like baby pink. Like I have a specific kind of pink in mind. I'm looking for some like blue and white stripes, cotton linen-y, just very, very classic. I want some pink stretch velvet because I'll tell you what I want for all these things. I want to see if I can find some more embroidery anglaise, and I want something yellow, and then maybe something fun. So I'll see how and in terms of like measurements, I'm going to assume like 1 meter for like a craft, 2 meters for like a top or a short skirt, 3 for trousers and long skirts, and then 4 to 5 for most dresses. And then the moment you start like discussing like ruffles and pleats and like, then it goes up exponentially. But like we're going to ignore that is an option. That's how I'm gonna like eyeball this because I have made no plans. So the stretch velvet I want for like flares, because I have this pair of blue flares and I love them. They're from Peachy Den. They don't make these anymore. Why? Then I really would like a little like pink dress. I enjoyed the Barbie movie, if long time watchers of my videos may guess very easily. And then also just the embroidery anglaise I really quite like, because you know this Ganni top went like quite viral and then like a lot of the sewing girlies all knocked off patterns like that. I made one out of this and I really like this fabric, so I want to see if I can find more. And I'm really excited to make this dress with buttons out of linen. Like that is like my summer, like this is the dress that I want to make. This is a vision. And then maybe like one of these like 1970s dresses in like a fun print, because I have a dress similar to this as a teenager, but it would always fall off my shoulders and at one point it just got way too short. That is the plan. You want to go? Okay, my mother is here, let's go. We've also been in Paris for a couple of days, so if you want to see the vlog of this, I don't know where it is, knock yourself out. We've done a lot of couture related things and textiles. There is a concentration of fabric shops in Montmartre because during the 19th and 20th centuries, it was a working class neighbourhood located near textile factories and workshops. As Paris grew as a fashion capital, it attracted ever more artisans such as tailors, seamstresses and designers, specifically to Montmartre because of its bohemian and creative reputation. The fabric shops remain here as part of that historic legacy. The shops are particularly concentrated around here. Place Saint-Pierre. Let's check if we actually have to go up that. You're very lucky that we don't need to do those stairs. That's like a note to any of you for like any physical disability or just like get tired or think. There's a lot of steps to do in Montmartre. It's a hill. Because of this high concentration, we only went to a few of the larger shops. Marché Saint-Pierre, SOOOOON, Coupon Saint-Pierre, Mercerie Saint-Pierre, and Ameublement Place Saint-Pierre. But there are also lots of other smaller shops. The first shop we went into was SOOOOON, which is Fabric Queen, and this shop is set over an impressive 4 floors. It was huge, oh my god, and it was so well organised and it was so clean, it was so tidy. This ended up being my mum's favourite shop, and honestly probably mine too. They had a massive selection. It was just brilliant. We could have spent our whole time in here. It was absolutely fab, and they had wonderful taste and just a really good selection. And I ended up buying two from here, and there was one that I deeply regret and still now do that I didn't buy. So this was such a treat. 4 floors. It was huge.
That's nice. Dainty.
I think I've seen this before.
That one.
Yeah, this is nice.
And then that's to make your wedding dress.
Oh my god, I will make my own wedding dress one day, mark my words. You want something like this?
It's expensive, right?
No,
This is not bad, eh? This is not bad.
I love this. I actually really love this.
This is not bad for everyone. En als je er iets zwart op doet. Een zwart pulken, eh?
I'm glad that you're feeling inspired.
It's just maybe we see something else, but it's, I think rather this is a bit...
Literally holographic. This is insane.
Het is gelijk Leonage. This is vintage, 70s. And this one.
This one.
Because here you get a headache, but here...
It's the 70s, you just get a headache anyway.
Emma, think about it. Because fluweel, say like in the Middle Ages, or not in the Middle Ages, but in the Renaissance, they have loads of... Well, yes, right, so it must have been something. Oh yeah, see the kijk, lekker house. It's really beautiful stuff here.
The next shop that we went to was Place Saint-Pierre. It was right across the street from Tisserand, and it is also massive. I think it's probably bigger. It was maybe 5-6 floors. And we found that like the higher up the floors you went, the more high-end and organized it ended up looking. So there's a lot of rummaging downstairs, but then as you go up, it's a lot easier to find the kind of things that you're looking for. But it really was, it was huge. To get the gist of how big it is in here. We found so many fun things, and I even finally found a big batch of just different ginghams, or it's also called Vichy, and so I found something I wanted. But this was just so big to explore. We could have stayed longer, but we were on a time crunch. Really huge shops.
So if your customer has got the
This is so much better than that other one. Shit, je maakt dat kost spelen. So this is real. It's not. This is great. It's a wine print. It's a wine label. Good for this is, I just wanted, this is because everything I kept finding was way too small. Then we went next door to Ameublement Place Saint-Pierre. This was, I think, more upholstery fabrics. The other two did have like entire floors dedicated to upholstery, but I think this was more of what this place sold. I think it was probably our least favourite shop out of all the ones we went into, especially of the big ones. It just wasn't, I don't know what it was. It just didn't seem as inviting, or kind of, you know, a bit more like an Aladdin's cave to explore like the others.
That I like. There is van de velour broek.
It's really more like if you wanted.
Why is it called tweed? Because it's got...
I have no idea what it's called tweed. I love that. Ooh, I could learn how to say tweed.
They've got the choice.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Ik vind hier echt veel. Want some of that. Can't do much wrong with.
Then we went to two places, one called Les Coupons de Saint-Pierre and Les Merveilles de Saint-Pierre, and they were selling primarily Les Coupons. This is definitely a good point at which to mention it's not a coupon, it's a coupon, which is an offcut or a remnant of fabric. That's your fun fact of the day. Actually, I've got another follow-up fun fact. I think this might be more of like a looking situation. It's really bigger.
I don't think it's soft linen.
You don't think it's a soft linen?
No. I've got that jigsaw dress.
The final place we went to is Place Saint-Pierre, and Mercerie means haberdashery. Which also, like, Mercerie sounds a lot more like merchant. Haberdashery is apparently, there's like no clear etymology for haberdashery, which I think it kind of sounds like bits and bobs, you know? Haberdashery. Anyway, off we pop back to London with our little stash. Super. Right, back in London, home, sweet home. I've been to New York and Paris within the space of about a week, and I love London, and I'm so happy to be home, and like for a while as well, so excellent. Here is my little fabric haul. Honestly, I do think I did quite well, and I got more or less most of what I wanted. There is one fabric I really now regret not buying. I keep thinking about it. It was this one, like this pretty pink one in like a 1970s style dress would have been so nice. I kind of regret it. This is a tatting shuttle, and I found it. Yes. Hello, editing Emma. I'm going to quickly interject here. I didn't cover this for the rest of the video. This is a tatting shuttle. So a tatting shuttle is used to make tatting lace. I've seen this online and I find it fascinating. It's these girls who have these like shuttles, and it's like playing cat's cradle, but it looks like witchcraft. Tatting is something that comes from like the 18th and the 19th century. It was very popular with Irish like peasant women, especially during like famine, because the shutting tattle I bought was like what, like €5. You have that combined with thread. It's very, very inexpensive to do, and then you can make these beautiful, elaborate, like astonishingly stunning pieces of lace without having to have, like, you know, when people have the pillow and then they have the little things, without having to do that. And the speed at which some of these women can like work, when you like look, if you watch a YouTube video, the speed at which they do it is insane, primarily because it's made for like different series of knots, so you only really have to like learn 2 different kinds of knots, and then you can make these really elaborate sort of patterns. So it's just a really interesting like sort of like craft, like history thing, and it honestly could be really good for, I want to use it because I want to make it for like collars or like different like trims and stuff, especially for like, you can make stuff that looks incredibly regal with it. So that's what this is, because if you have no idea what this is, you'd have no idea what this is. So it's a tatting shuttle. I can't believe I found it. 6 meters of this fabric. It's actually 3 and 3. It is unfortunately polyester. I could not, in any of these shops, would you believe it, I couldn't just find like a cotton linen that was like blue and white striped. I couldn't find anything this basic, which until we got to this like rummage shop. I bought this in the more rummagey shop. We found this one pretty quickly, so we had to rummage for this one, and there's something in our little squirrel human foraging brains that like really lights up when you have to do that. It's like the attraction that TK Maxx has, you know what I mean? We looked and we found the other one. This is 100% polyester, which is the whole point. I didn't want to do that, but it feels so lovely and soft. It's going to be for a pair of trousers, this sort of style trousers, specifically for my older brother, my younger brother, my little baby brother, because my poor baby brother he's 6'4" and he's quite slender, so for him to find trousers that fit him is a bit of a mare. Also, with so many of these memes being like, oh, I sew, but if somebody asked me to hem their pants, ugh. I love hemming people's trousers. A lot of my friends are just really short, so I take great joy and pride in hemming their trousers so they have clothes that fit them. So I don't know what this like issue is people have with it. I enjoy doing it, but like I'm an act of service girly though, so like that is an act of love, make no mistake. In another act of service, act of love, I'm making my brother trousers because my boy needs them, and this is very, very soft and it's very, very nice. I'm not gonna lie, like if this was just a touch base sort of thing, I would not know this is polyester. Actually, this could bring me to a good teaching moment. If you want to know whether the fabric you have just bought, because when you go buy fabric, the labels aren't always there, which is incredibly frustrating. That information sometimes just gets lost. So if you want to test whether what you bought is a natural fibre or a synthetic fibre or a blend, it's very, very simple. A synthetic fibre will melt, a natural fibre will burn. If you have a blend, it'll probably do like a weird little smoldery bit of both. Honestly, kind of like perfectly simple, right? So this is lovely and soft and it's getting turned into trousers. It is just a shame it's polyester. I reckon it's because like it's such a basic pattern and such a basic thing that I can imagine that everybody thinks that everyone else stocks it because it's so basic and therefore nobody stocks it. That's my working theory, because this is just, it's so, why couldn't I find this? Next though, I found what I wanted. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute. Look at it. It's so cute. I'm gonna make, I showed this pattern earlier, I'm gonna make this pattern. It's from Indie Patterns on Etsy. Etsy have so many fantastic pattern makers. It's genuinely a gold mine for cute contemporary clothing made by like the girlies for the girlies. I really, really like it. So this will be just like a cute summery little dress. I want something wearable because it's all good and well making these like beautiful dresses, but it's, if I never get a chance to wear them, what the hell is the point? So you're gonna be practical, beautiful, perfect, and what I live in. And this is 100% cotton. And I bought 3 meters of this. And then, this is like my most rogue purchase, right? This is a like stretch fabric. This is really like, it's quite weighty and it's very like stretchy. It is again the polyester, but this is a good reason to have a polyester because look, bold pattern, bold colors and stretch. That's fair enough. I'm gonna make a pair of flares for my mother. She really, really liked those peachy dem ones. She saw me wearing them and also immediately bought them for herself. What can I say? Like, I'm an influencer. So she bought them and she's also gutted that they no longer sell them. So I'm gonna make her a pet in this. And I think she was quite attracted to this fabric as well because it's a fun pattern, but also, you know, it's a good stretch. It's gonna you in, do you know what I mean? She's explained to me that for women of certain ages that becomes a priority, so I'm gonna everything in. I bought 3 meters of this. You can see the difference, can't you? 3 meters of this fabric versus 3 meters of this fabric. You can, yeah, you get a gist of like the, what is it, GSM? The weight, the heft. And the thing I'm so super duper excited about, this beautiful fabric. Oh my god, it's got this from like the upholstery section. I love toile de joue. So mum and I figured out that joue is a place in France, so it's toile is like fabric, tissue is the French word for fabric. I can't remember what toile is. Yes, toile de joue. But instead of this like beautiful like bucolic kind of one, I found this. Look at it, it's so cool. It's got like leopards and like jaguar. It's got a jaguar, it's got a parrot on it, it's got a monkey on it. Very, very excited. This is, I bought 1 meter of this because it was already good and wide. And I'm going to make a wash bag with this. And I think I'm also going to make a laptop sleeve with this because I literally just like raw dog it with my laptop. I just throw my laptop in my bag and hope for the best, which is probably not the best thing I should be doing. I can make little pouches for my hard drives. Emma, that's brilliant! You could do a laptop sleeve and then on said sleeve have a couple sleeves for your hard drives because I cart around many a hard drive at all times. And then I need to get like felting, sort of like that like quilty felting fabric to go in between the layers of like, so it'll be like a layer of this, then a layer of like quilty fabric that's like a bit denser, and then I'll have to do like a layer of lining. But I still have blue fabric from that dress I made. This beautiful dress, this is my pride and joy. Just admire that for a moment. I can't find the fabric. It's in my other stash. I have many stashes. I've been hoarding fabric at this point. Ooh. I understand that it's a slippery slope. I've seen some people sewing rooms. I understand why it needs to be contained in a whole room. Slippery slope. So that's what I got. My lovely little Paris shopping haul. There we go. This is what I bought in Paris, and the word couture comes from coudre, which is to sew. So there we are. Love it. I literally got back from Paris like 3 days ago. I had no business going fabric shopping in London, but I did, and I found her! I love this. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching this video and spending your time with me. My content is generally more cultured, it's book related, it's textile, apparently it's textile, fashion, clothing related, cool, film, and then also video essay related. So yeah, subscribe if that is the kind of content that you would like to see. My content was also a bit more design related in the very loose term of the word. Anywho, like, subscribe and love it, jazz, and I will see you guys hopefully very, very soon. Goodbye.